Hi friends, Teacher Lucas here. In this video, I will be reading in celebration of Earth Day and Arbor Day. Arbor Day is the celebration of trees and planting trees. So, in honor of that, I'm going to be reading Seeds of Change, which is a book about Wangari Maathai, who is a woman from Kenya. Kenya is a country in Africa, and she planted many, many trees in her country. And she also showed people how important trees are to us as people and for the world. This is a long book, friends, so take a seat and get ready. And I will be reading this in 2 parts. So today I'll be reading the first part, and the next day I will be reading the next and the last part of Seeds of Change. So I hope you like it, friends.
Seeds of Change by Jen Cullerton Johnson and illustrated by Sonia Lynn Sadler. Come, Wangari's mother called. She beckoned her young daughter over to a tall tree with a wide, smooth trunk and a crown of green oval leaves. Feel, her mother whispered. Wangari spread her small hands over the tree's trunk. She smoothed her fingers over the rough bark. This is Mugumo, her mother said. It is home to many, it feeds many too. She snapped off a wild fig from a low branch, gave it to her daughter. Wangari ate the delicious fruit, just as geckos and elephants did. High in the tree, birds chirped in their nests. The branches bounced with jumping monkeys. Our people, the Kikuyu of Kenya, believe that our ancestors rest in the tree's shade, her mother explained. Wangari wrapped her arms around the trunk as if hugging her. Great-grandmother's spirit. She promised never to cut down the tree. Each year, the Mugumo grew, and so did Wangari. As the oldest girl in her family, she had many chores. Every day she fetched water, clear and sweet, from the river. In the rainy season, she planted sweet potatoes, millet, and beans. When the sun shone brightly in the dry season, she shooed the chickens into the shade. Sometimes when her brother, Nudritu, returned from school, he and Wangari played among the arrowroot plants by the stream, where thousands of eggs hatched into tadpoles and tadpoles turned into frogs. During those times, Nudritu told Wangari what he had learned in his classes. Plants give air for people to breathe, he said. 20 divided by 2 is 10. There are 7 great seas to sail. Wangari listened as still as a tree, but her mind swirled with curiosity like the currents in the stream, even though she knew few Kikuyu girls could read. Wangari dreamed of going to school and learning just like her brother. I must go to school, she told him. You will, he promised. Nudritu talked to their parents. Why doesn't Wangari go to school? He asked. Wangari's parents knew she was smart and a hard worker. Although it was unusual for a girl to be educated, they decided to send her to school. They knew she would not disappoint them. After some time to arrange for fees and supplies, Wangari's mother came to her. You are going to school, she told her daughter. Wangari grinned widely and hugged her mother. Thank you, she cried. I will make you proud. The books on the table, books to study, and Wangari with her family. This will be very exciting for her. Wangari walked the long road to a one-room schoolhouse with walls made of mud, a floor of dirt, and a roof of tin. In time, she learned to copy her letters and trace numbers. Wangari's letters soon made words, and her words made sentences. She learned how numbers could be added and subtracted, multiplied and divided. Animals and plants, she discovered, were like human beings in many ways. They needed air, water, and nourishment too. Walking to school, and then there's all these letters and numbers to represent all the stuff that she is learning at school. And I would imagine that this here is the schoolhouse. When Wangari finished elementary school, she was 11 years old. Her mind was like a seed rooted in rich soil, ready to grow. Wangari wanted to continue her education, but to do so, she would have to leave her village and move to the capital city of Nairobi. Wangari had never been farther than her valley's ridge. She was scared. Go, her mother said. She picked up a handful of earth and placed it gently into her daughter's hand. Where you go, we go. Wangari was sad to leave, but she knew that what her mother said was true. Wherever Wangari went, so went her family, her village, and her Kikuyu ways. She kissed her family and said goodbye to the mugumo tree, remembering her promise always to protect it. Wangari's new life in the city amazed her. Skyscrapers towered above her head, not trees. People rushed through the streets like river water over stones. At school, she lived with other girls like her, all trying to weave their village customs with new city ones. At night, when the girls slept, Wangari dreamed of home and the sweet figs of the mugumo tree. Her dreams reminded her to honor her Kikuyu tradition of respecting all living things. Here is Wangari sleeping in bed. Wangari was an excellent student, and science became her favorite subject. She especially loved studying living things. Air, she learned, was made from two molecules of oxygen bounded together. Bodies were made up of cells. Leaves changed color because of photosynthesis. As graduation neared, Wangari told her friends she wanted to become a biologist. That means to study living things, friends. Not many Native women become scientists, they told her. I will, she said. Wangari would have to travel halfway around the world to the United States to study biology. She had never left Kenya and had little money. But with her teacher's help, she won a scholarship to a college in Kansas. America was very different from Kenya. In college, many of Wangari's science professors were women. From them, she learned that women could do anything she wanted to, even if it hadn't been done before. While Wangari discovered how molecules move under a microscope lens and how cells divide in petri dishes, she also found her strength as a woman scientist.
I hope you liked Seeds of Change Part 1, and it gets me thinking. I wonder what you all would like to be when you grow up. And I'm wondering, how would you get there? How would you get to be the person that you want to be in the future? I will see you in the next video for Seeds of Change. Thanks for watching and listening.